some father-daughter relationships have gone wrong because social boundaries were not kept. Hello, how are you doing? I am good, thank you. Welcome, my name is Rechael Mbugwa. Thank you for subscribing on my YouTube channel, Heart Clinic. If you haven't, kindly click the subscription button, like, and feel free to even share with friends. Today we are looking at parental wounds. What are these? These are wounds caused by a parent, by a mother or a father. We all come in the world helpless, dependent, needing acceptance, care, and love. The parent's wound are the absence of love from birth, parents, or guardian. The wound can be caused by neglect, with project or a message like, I am not important. Another thing is absence, when you incur divorce, separation, death, or distance, or even dysfunction. We call this absence. Can also cause parental wound, abuse, mental, physical, sexually, or even spiritual, control and addiction. This is obsession, domination of person. Withholding. They withhold love, blessing, affirmation, deficiency that leads to pronounced lack of self-acceptance. The effect of parent wounds is low esteem, uncontrolled anger, depression, deep emotional wounds inside and performance-oriented that makes one to be looked to be doer rather than being, in search for approval and acceptance. The wound is covered over, the children grow, and people get on with their own lives, and often they are unaware then which way this process impacted their physical, emotional, and relational health. When they become the fact that the children feel helpless, it creates a hatred and anger that seeks revenge even at their old age. The wound causes insecurity, low esteem, and can affect the child performance. When one sees of their birth parents as angry, violent, uncaring, alcoholic, indifferent, distant, withdrawn, absent, abandoning, condemning, critic, they tend to believe the following words about themselves: that they are unworthy, either stupid, incompetent, unloved, unlovable, which causes them to experience depression, anxiety, and even anger in life. Why do parent betrayal hurt so bad? Because parents are the closest people that children have experienced since birth. This damages the trust, violation of their child trust in them. It also causes shock and anger, sadness, remorse, and loneliness even in these children. That's why betrayal hurts so much. Causes of parental wounds. The parent not expressing their love in the way the child receives it. Maybe it's no giving hugs, loving in a touching way, not expressive words like I love you, not being patient, listening or empathy, being told or treated as though they are too sensitive, too emotional, too needy, no special care even during sickness. So this may cause parental wound. Another thing is not being celebrated on a special occasion, like on birthday, and being judged harshly, having to perform well in school or activity in order to be accepted, having to be good in order to be accepted, lack of parental connection, lack of parental guidance in development of a personal relationship with God, being abused physically, sexually, verbally, emotionally by parents, parents divorcing while as a child. This may cause a parental wound, death of a parent when one is a child, addicts of parents becoming addicted, parents with anger problem, depressed parents, bitter parents who are not glad to see their children or be with the children, overstressed or our parents who are anxious. Another thing is when a parent left the house or even abandoned them, lack of parental protection, being abused, bullied, or mistreated by other parents does not help in this. When there is a conflict and the parent do not work to repair child hurt or resolve the issue, this may cause parental wounds. If a child gets angry and was punished because of getting angry, he felt rejected, lack of gender identity, sexuality affirmation, lack of respect to the opposite gender, like if a child is a boy and they only see the man of the house being rejected or spoken negative about it, they may not really get the affirmation of the opposite gender. Lack of parental admiration, when children do not feel that you admire them. Discouragement in using one's gift, like they want to be rappers and parents here do not allow them to. You cannot be a DJ. Lack of trust in decision making, even when they make a slight decision, they cannot be allowed to make that decision. This may create parental wounds. The father wound is the deficiency or the absence of love from a birth father, whether intentional or unintentional. Father wounds cuts deeper than flesh and bone and works its way to the soul. It affects both the rich and the poor alike without prejudice. It leaves destruction in their path, more devastating than natural disaster. These wounds are emotional scars resulting from absence of a father, either through absence or death, divorce, father leaving or deserting home, passiveness or absenteeism by the dad. The relationship to the father is key to a woman because it is her first male relationship. However, some father-daughter relationships have gone wrong because social boundaries were not kept. Sexual abuse for father results in fear, mistrust, anger, low esteem in women. It may be a challenge to trust your boyfriend or your husband unless the past experience heals. The father vacuum has to be filled, otherwise, young girls may engage in illicit sex as a way of validating their worth. If the vacuum persists, it may follow the girl even in marriage, where they expect the husband to play the role of their father. Hence, they behave like a young adult who is a child. Usually, we project unmet needs during our childhood, even in our adulthood relationship. In most relationship conflict, it is important to ask yourself, am I dealing with my current issue, or is there something in my past about the relationship with my father that I have not dealt with? Then what are the barriers or inhibitors of healing the father's wound or even parent wound? One, it is pride. One refusing to confront or change. I'm right, I'm okay. The other one is the wound pain, a continuous emotional hurt that is deep within. Another hindrance is unforgiveness. The vengeance and the pain is too much that you feel unless you hit back, you cannot be able to let go. The other one is lack of closure. Some may hide in lies, misconception about self-birth father. No one told you who your real father is. That becomes a hindrance for your healing. Because even if you're an adult and you never got to a closure of that, then it becomes hard to heal. What are the effects of the father wound? 1. Father wound can cause a woman to develop hatred for men. Have you heard people say, I hate men? Why? They never saw their father. They never experienced a father's life. Especially if the lady had experience with a father figure in their lives. Either they were sexually harassed, they were not protected. That can cause. The father wound create an endless search and thirst for love. That you're looking for someone who will affirm and confirm you're loved, you're beautiful, you're worth it, you're accepted. These are the effect of a father's wound. Father wound can cause women to fall in love with father wounded men. Someone will say, I also experienced the same, my father left me. So because it's one problem attracting another problem, you may fall prey of this. Father wound can cause a woman to be terrible or terrified about abandonment because of what they experience, especially if you experience a divorce or a separation when growing up. There is a terror that you fear being abandoned or being left out. Father wound can also create a negative filter through which you see all men or women from the same lens. So these are the effects of a father's wound. So what is the way forward if you've been wounded? Healing the father-daughter wound is possible, but it is a process. Number 1, identify the hurt, the fear, the disappointment around your father issue. Number 2, forgiveness. Forgive and release. Open your heart to instruction from the word of the Lord. Let let yourself get help from a professional counselor, where you'll be able to help you walk through that journey. I am a professional counselor, and I am willing to help you through. Reach out on my contact on the screen. If you're facing your daddy wounds, if facing your real dad is an option, do it, but do it with respect. Number 3, create a new positive narrative about yourself. What is it? If you felt rejected, learn to appreciate yourself, love to love yourself. Now you can declare words like, I am loved, I am forgiven, I am accepted, I am worthy, I am God's creation, I am the redeemed of the Lord. Those are the processes, or that is the way that you can be able to heal from a parental wound. This is Heart Clinic with yours truly, Rechael Mbugwa.